Hey guys, it's Drea. So today I have for you Empties. It feels literally like I just did an Empties. I'm not sure how I accumulated all of this so quickly, but it happened, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm going to categorize everything. It's all listed in the description bar, so if there's certain categories that you don't like, you can skip around. I'm just gonna start with miscellaneous. I have two hand soaps here. This is the Method Frosted Fur, like foaming hand soap, and this one is from Boutique, made in England, nectarine, blossom, and grapefruit. These are packaged under different names, and you can buy them at like Marshall's, Winners type stores. And I know there was a woman's name that it was also called at one point, but they look, oh there, see, Grace Cole. They're made by the same thing, even though they're not always called the same thing, but Boutique, Grace Cole, whatever. These are really interesting, different type scents, and I really have liked so many of them. And also they're pretty cost effective. They're huge bottles and they're not that expensive. This Method Frosted Fur I bought around Christmas time, and I can never seem to use up soap seasonally, like, because there's so many bathrooms and kitchen, like the kitchen in the house, you know, you're not always using the same one. So I find it weird to buy seasonal soap because I never use it up during that season. But anyway, I did like this. Here is a Bath & Body Works pocket back. This one was in Mermaid BFF's Pineapple Coconut. It smelled really nice, but it had glitter in it, and I did not realize that when I bought it. I would never normally buy glitter infused, you know, what is this even called? Antibacterial stuff, because then it's all over your hands. It's just weird. Also the Oral-B floss. This stuff is so like glidey and it never breaks apart. It's my favorite. I have these everywhere. The Equate Organic Cotton Rounds. These ones aren't sewn or anything. They stay together really well though. They're really soft and they're super cheap. They're my favorite. I just keep repurchasing these. These are the Burt's Bees facial cleansing towelettes in the hair covered state they're in sensitive skin. I've tried only a couple of these Burt's Bees ones. I can't remember the other one I had, but I didn't like it. It irritated me, the scent. This one is great, like in terms of the scent. I bought a few of these, but I just think the cost of these is so exorbitant. These are $10 Canadian for one. The only reason, and you get 30 I think in it, which normally like 30 you could get some places $3, some places maybe $6, what I would consider expensive. This is 10. But I got them because I was getting them 50% off from Old Navy when I worked there. This is the Clean and Clear Makeup Dissolving Facial Cleansing Wipes, and these ones were fine. Nothing to write home about, but they were fine. Last in the miscellaneous category, I'm just gonna put a candle in there because I only have one. This is the White Barn, although I bought it at Bath & Body Works. I really do not know what the difference is. Almond scented candle, I don't know. I didn't like, I just having such a hard time with candles lately. Just the way they smell smoky so soon or so much during the burning process. There's not a ton of candles that I have experienced that didn't have that smoky chokingness to them. And I'm just trying to find like either a good type or a good brand that I would prefer more, because I think just randomly going to Bath & Body Works, smelling them when they're pre-burned is not really an indication of, I mean, you can kind of get the scent, but you don't know if they're gonna smell disgusting and like choke you, you know? So anyways, I didn't love that. I didn't really like the scent that much, and it was smoky. Just a couple samples, like foil packets. This is the NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. I love the Smooth and Protect one. This one, I don't know. I don't really feel like it does much in terms of anti-shine, so it's not my favorite. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Pink Juice Moisturizer. I liked it. I didn't like it enough to purchase the full size. There was only, I mean, there's probably enough for two in here, 2 uses, but I only used it all in one because I don't like saving foil packets with stuff still in them, but it was okay. The smell was really nice. It did smell like watermelon. Here's a Renewed Hope in the Jar moisturizer. This stuff is just like really good basic moisturizer. I have had so many of these over the years. And then I have 2 of these Naked Skin concealers. There was not really much in here, and it was dry when I used it. So You know, I've used up a full Naked Skin concealer before, and this was not really an indication of how it was. I was just trying to use this up to use it. But it just made me think, like, if they're trying to sell you on purchasing it, if you've never tried it before, they didn't do a very good job. Like, I feel like these companies, they try to skimp so much on what they give you that they're actually doing the opposite of what they're trying to do, which is get you to purchase the product in the end. And because I would have never purchased this based on the amount that was in here and how kind of dried out it was. Okay, let's do makeup. So I have a few things that are kind of decluttered because they're old and expired. Let's start with a few of those. This is the Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow in the shade Sea Siren. I am so sad to get rid of this because it's such a stunning color. Like, it's this purpley blue shifting sparkler, and it smells disgusting. It smells like expired milk. Gross. So can't put that on my eyes anymore. This is the Dior Skin Forever foundation. This one, mine was in the shade 022. This has an expiry rate on it, and it was April 2019. So when I realized that, I was like, oh, gotta go. And I would probably have kept it even with that, to be honest, just because, you know, expensive. But I smelled this too, and it did not smell very good. So lesson learned, expiry dates are there for a reason. This is the Hard Candy Color Correct Cushion Wonder, and it's in the shade Apricot, and it's actually very empty. It doesn't look like it until you squeeze it. Very, very little left in there. This is my holy grail color corrector. I have very dark circles under my eyes, and I need to color correct before I put concealer on. Even I think today you can kind of tell, like, you still kind of see the circles even when I do all that jazz. And it was just time. I've had this for so long. I want to say at least 2 years, maybe 3. And because especially because it has a cushion on it, you know, you're constantly putting that under your eye. I had some irritation this month, and I was trying to figure out what it was, and I don't think it was this, but it just got me thinking, like, you should get rid of that. But I love this stuff. I would 100% repurchase it. It's just that I bought a different one during the VIB sale, but I would 100% repurchase this. It's such a good color corrector. Because I was trying to narrow down that eye issue, I'm getting rid of all these here. This is an actual legit beauty blender. I bought this at Winners, and it wasn't like, I was like, why is a beauty blender at Winners? They don't expire, they're not old, it's the pink one, they don't like go bad, so why was it there? And I realized quickly it's because the color, the pink, would bleed out of this when I washed it, and so it didn't ever transfer onto my skin, but it was just funny, so I thought I'd mention that. It bled pink whenever I would wash it. So I'm going to cut these open. I wanted to try the beauty blender again just because, like, I like to know kind of what I am comparing things to. Do you know what I mean? So nothing gross on the inside, which is a good sign. I just like to cut these open because, you know, those what's inside videos, it's kind of like that. It's kind of satisfying just to see. This one is a Quo one. Same, no issues. These little Quo guys are the best. These little mini ones, sorry, I got hair. There's 3 of them here. They're just the softest, the best ones. They get so like spongy soft, and I just love them. So if you can get Quo, which is a Canadian only brand, I highly recommend them. That one is good too. And then last one, yep, all good. I just like cutting them open to make sure that, you know, when I'm washing them and getting them clean, that they actually are getting clean, which they are, which is good. Here is a thing of Kiss lashes. These are the blowout Page Boy ones. That's what they're supposed to look like. I love Kiss lashes. These are the only style that I have hated. And these ones just, there's something about them that made my eyes look very downturned. I don't know what it was. There was just something with the end of them that didn't look good and always made my eye look kind of heavy on the edge. But I did end up using them all up eventually, so there's that. This is I didn't even know how close I was to using this up. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I can't believe that I'm done this. I took the stopper out, completely empty. Like, how often do I use up concealer? Hardly ever. I can't believe it. So anyways, I want to repurchase this. I love this concealer. It's so good. It's so much like the Tarte Shape Tape. So similar. I want to repurchase this, but I have so many concealers that I want to get through. So I'm holding off for now, but that is such a good one and I would repurchase it. I have two mascaras. This one is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This because it's a deluxe sample size, not even the travel size. It's just kind of pathetic, and like I don't like using these because they're so short. I don't know, even though I love this mascara, there's something about it in this format that I just can't use it easily, and so I didn't really use it that much and I'm getting rid of it. But this is one of my favorites. This is I've used probably 6 or 7 of these up now. This is the only time that I think I either got a dud or I left it open because it got too dry too quickly. So this is the Essence Volume Stylist Lash Extension Mascara. This has fibers in it, which makes it great for lengthening, and that's what the brush looks like. Just kind of like a very normal natural brush, but it really, because of the fibers, gives you super duper long eyelashes. But this one got really dry quickly, and there was one day that I had left it like this, and I don't know if that was enough to dry it out. It probably was, because I've never had that happen before. So anyways, I have repurchased it. I want to say I have. I must have. It's probably in my haul pile waiting to be hauled. Okay, here's a Clinique Pretty Easy eyeliner. I love this. This is so good. It's exactly what it says it is. It's so easy to use. It's a brush tip applicator. I've had this one forever, since like Alex gave me this one at Christmas. So December, we're now in May. Like I've had this so long. I have another one because I love it so much that I have repurchased it, and I have one on backup because I got a gift with purchase. So I am set for these. This is like my favorite eyeliner pen now. Still really love the Physicians Formula one, but that one never seems to go on sale anymore. Like I don't know what's going on. It used to be that Physicians Formula would be on sale like once every 2 months, maybe 3. It's been like 6 months since I've seen Physicians Formula go on sale in my area. Don't know what's up, but guess what? This has replaced. It's replaced it. Okay, I have a ton of little fragrance samples, so I'm just gonna go through them real quick because I don't even know if there's anything great to say about any of this. Gucci Bloom, just okay. This one is Commodity Gold. This was like a 100-point perk, that's why it's like this. I don't get the hype at all. I use this, I sprayed this on my bed, which is something I do to use up fragrances. I spray them in my closet or in my bed or as a room spray. Didn't like that much. It was just like fine, but nothing crazy interesting. This is Viva La Juicy Bowdacious, like B-O-W, Dacious. Again, nothing interesting. It was just whatever. This is Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Garden. Same thing, don't really know. This one I actually really liked, to the point where I'm thinking about buying it. This is Burberry Her Eau de Parfum. I have never smelled this before I got this, and I really liked it. It's, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like a very rich scent, but like very sweet at the same time. This one I really liked. This is Michelle Germain Sexual Sugar, and this came with like a gift with purchase type sample bag that I got. Oh yes, I like this a lot. I think these might be able to be found in Shoppers Drug Mart sometimes in the $20 like perfume area that they have, because I have seen a lot of Michelle Germain there, but I don't know if this particular one ever shows up there, but I'm gonna keep an eye out for it, because if I can get it for 20 bucks, I will. Otherwise, I looked it up and it was like 60 normally, and I don't think I would do it for that, but I do like it. Okay, hair. I just used this. I just used this up. That's why it's literally in this Empties. I used it up. This is the Bumble and Bumble Invisible Oil Heat UV Protective Primer. I've used up multiple of these. I really like it. It's just kind of like, well, it's definitely a heat protector, so it's good to use before like blow dry or when you're curling your hair, whatever. But there's something about this that also kind of makes my hair more easily manageable when I'm like running a brush through it or a comb through it as I'm drying it. So I really like it. Smells great. I go through about 2 of these a year. This is the L'Oreal Volume Collagen Shampoo. Don't get the 2-in-1, get just the shampoo by itself. The 2-in-1 will weigh down your hair, the shampoo will volumize and lift it. Favorite. How many, guys, guess how many of these I've gone through since you've been watching me? Because if you've been watching me, you've seen this, I guarantee, in Empties for the last 2.5 years, almost everyone. This is the Amika Soul Food Nourishing Mask. I would not purchase this. This was like a 100 point perk. I wouldn't purchase this. I saw no difference using this, so no go. These are the Batiste Rose Gold Dry Shampoos. I love this one. I don't like any other Batiste shampoo. I'm not on the Batiste bandwagon until this one came along, this Rose Gold one in particular. The scent of it is really nice, but also it's got a white cast to it, and I know a lot of people don't like that. I don't find dry shampoos work for me personally unless they have a white cast. There's just something about it where if it's a clear one, it weighs my hair down, it makes it look greasier. If it has a white cast, it works. So I just love them. And of course, what I'll do is I'll wait and then I'll shake it in and I'll work it through and I'll comb it out till you can't see the white anymore. So to me, it's no biggie. Like if it works, I can work with it. Okay, we're getting there. I'm gonna do Bath and Body, and then I have last after that will be skincare. So I have 2 things here. Oh my goodness. This was just embarrassing and funny kind of at the same time. This is the Bath and Body Works 100% raw coconut oil body melt. This, and it says Coco Shea coconut on it. I don't know what that means, if that's different than regular coconut oil. You guys, this stuff smells so good. It's like coconut oil, but it has this kind of buttery scent to it too, and I love it. If you've ever used, oh, here's a good example. See this? That's coconut oil congealed. When I bought this, the whole tub was like that. It was completely up to the top, solid, and what happens is you take some out, the heat from your hands melts it, and then you, like I personally put this all over my legs and my skin after a shower. Well, it warmed up, and one day I got out of the shower, grabbed this, unscrewed it, as I do, not realizing that the temperature had changed this into a liquid, and the entire thing was liquid. You have to be careful. And it was fine. I spilled a little bit out, but I managed to not like make a huge mess until I had it sitting on my counter like this, and I was, you know, doing whatever things I do after getting out of the shower, and I knocked it on the floor and it went everywhere. Literally everywhere. And yeah, that's the story of how this ended up in my Empties. I will buy this again though, it smells amazing. This is the Sephora Au Soleil Beach Vibes Exfoliating Body Granita. I love this too. So this I always exfoliate my legs before I shave just to get rid of any dead skin. I just think that it helps in giving you a closer shave with less ingrown hairs. And I definitely have seen the difference since I started doing that. This stuff smells like the beach in the best way possible. I absolutely love this. 100% will buy this again. I have the shower gel version of this. It smells exactly the same. It smells so good. Love that stuff. This is just a little clicky pen, which I got off of Amazon, and in it is some jojoba oil. There's a tiny bit left. And what I do is I just put it like on my cuticles at nighttime before I go to sleep. There's no way that I can tell to refill these. So I have a pack of, I think, 5 or 6. And what I do is I just take my big bottle of jojoba oil and I fill it up, and then I have this in my purse or wherever I have it. So it's just a little tip. You can get stuff like this and make your own concoctions. All right, and lastly in Bath & Body is this Nuxe Protégé Precious Scented Shower Oil. This stuff, I'm telling you, is literally the best. This stuff is like summer in a bottle. It had, you can see there's a teensy bit left here. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it so that when you use it as a body oil, your body will I don't know, it's not even a shimmer, it's maybe like the smallest sheen. But anyway, the scent of this is amazing. I love this. Okay, next is skincare. I'm gonna start with masks because there's 2 I used up and 3 that are not used up that I'm just getting rid of. Both of these are from Academy Scientifique de Beauté, which says Paris, but I also think they're in Canada. They sent me a PR package a long time ago. It took me a while to get through some of these products, but I did. This is the Lime Blossom mask. It smelled really good. It was kind of like a calming mask. This one was my favorite. It was the honey mask, and this was a very soothing mask. I really liked it. The idea was there was 4 of these. Here's the 3rd one, which I'm not going to use up. The idea was that because they're small, you can multi-mask, so you can put like the honey mask on your cheeks, maybe you have redness, so you could put the clay mask in your T-zone, maybe you're a little bit oily. So I think that's a really fun idea, especially because you don't need huge masks usually for small skin concerns. This is the purifying mask for oily skin. You would think that I would like something like this, but I'm just not a fan of clay masks. I just feel like they're super drying, and for me personally, I don't like that. Even if it's gonna help with my oiliness, I don't know. I've experimented with a few over the years. It's just not my favorite. I don't like how drying it feels. So the same reason I'm getting rid of these 2. I've had these around for so long for kind of the same thing, and I know I'm not gonna finish using them. This is the Peter Thomas Roth Irish Moor Mud Purifying Black Mask. Same kind of thing. I use some of it. And this one is the Boscia Charcoal Pore Putty. This one smells super intense. Like, I don't like it. Anyways, this is like a white and black mask that you mix together. Obviously used a little bit of it, but I just don't like mud masks. But those other ones, really liked. This is the oil-free makeup remover from Neutrogena. I've gone through countless bottles of this. Absolute favorite. Best combination of price and gentleness. This I loved. This is the Murad Age Reform Perfecting Day Cream SPF 30. As you can tell, I really made sure I got everything out of it. When I purchased this, it was on a 50% off when Sephora had like a monthly, weekly wow or whatever it was, which was a great fair price, I thought. I think Murad overall are really overpriced in general. I don't know why they're so expensive. Normally the normal price for this is like, I want to say like $60 or $70, which I think is just too much for an SPF. There's really good SPFs out there that are way cheaper, so I would only purchase that again if it was on sale, but I did love it. I think it just like sunk into the skin really nicely. Makeup went on top of it really nicely, so I did really like it though. Okay, this is the culprit as to what gave me irritation under my eyes. I was having these raised bumpy patches that were itchy. And this is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Eye Supercharged Complex. Once I eliminated this, I was retrying a few things, and everything else that I retried didn't do anything. This one brought back the bumpiness, so that's when I knew that this was the problem. You can see I used up most of it, but not all of it. Obviously can't speak to whether it does anything anti-age wise because I had to discontinue use. This I really like, and I have another mini of it. It's the It Confidence in a Cream Moisturizer, the It Cosmetics. Really like this. I always found like my skin was kind of like, just kind of plump afterwards. Like it just felt like moisturized and hydrated, but also fuller. I don't know. It's a tiny little pot. Who knows if that's actually true? My mind told me it was true. Okay, 2 other things. The Clinique All About Eyes eye cream. This one to me is kind of like, just like a nice daytime moisturizer. I don't really think it has anything in it that's going to reverse lines or anything, but it was nice level of hydration. And the very last thing, this is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I think the hype is 100% real with this. I bought a gift set that has another one of these minis because this is just a mini in it. And I bought the full size during the VIB sale. So I'm set for a long time with this stuff. I wear this every night. Like I put it on before I go to sleep, and my lips are just always in great condition now. Full, no chapping at all, just super moisturized and great. So that is it for my empties. Whole ton of stuff. Like I said, I don't know why that happened so soon, but it was time. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful. I like doing these because I think it's a ton of mini reviews for you all at once. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. That's it for today. I hope that you're having a great day. I hope that you're speaking kindly to yourself, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Good talk.